What is up? This next storm shift is looking very concerning to a way it could possibly impact millions. I mean, millions. And if we look at the outlooks for today, we do have millions being impacted in these big slight risk of severe weather. We did have a couple tornado warnings down here in Tennessee, Alabama, and Georgia earlier today. If we look at the tornado risk, main thing is going to be down here in Alabama and Tennessee, and then up here in the central plains, I would say, of Colorado and Nebraska. Main wind threat's going to be over here with same as our slight risk today. It's going to be a lot of wind impacting these millions of people over here. And then the main hail threat is going to be over here, and I think tomorrow's hail threat would get upgraded for whoa. Anyway, for Tuesday, we do have a big slight risk again over here in the Central Plains east of the Rockies. And if we look at the tornado risk, it's a low tornado risk, but it could get updated further east, including more areas in the plains. Look at the wind threat. This could get updated, and I think it will get moved. Either it will grow in size or it will get moved further south, including almost all of Oklahoma. Because if you were here yesterday, we did have a big area of radars big area of wind surge into the Oklahoma, and that is looking to happen again if this shift looks the same as it does right now. And the main hail, I think, will get updated for this area over here. This is looking to be a very big hail day. If we look at Wednesday, we do have another big slight risk for this area, stretching all the way from Texas, Oklahoma, and New Mexico, all the way up to Nebraska, Wyoming, in all of eastern Colorado and Denver. They have not issued all the other stuff out yet, but it will possibly be out very shortly. But if we look at these risk, this is the main risk for today. Mainly going to be severe thunderstorms possible throughout the central plains, northern plains maybe, all the way out through the mid-Atlantic and deep south. And then over here in Texas, Arkansas, and Louisiana is looking concerning, which the National Weather Service did issue this, but WeatherFront, the app, has not put this out. That is what we're going to be looking at. If we look at the temperatures, right now we do have some decently temperatures all throughout this area over here, with some hotter temperatures down here. And then Phoenix, this area has been under a lot of extreme heat warnings. If we look at the active if we do there is still a lot of hotness. Miami's even starting to get even more hot, and then some cooler air up here. If we look up here into the 50s and 60s up here, which is where our low pressure system is sitting, as long as up here. These are our low pressure systems as they surge, and creating all these possible storms with the heat down here. This is our hotter pressure system with the cooler up here. That's what is creating all these storms through fire in this area and this area from this heat down here. So once this gets hotter up here, or this gets cooler down here, this will not likely be a big thunderstorm environment. So we are going to be watching this. When we go to radar, we do have multiple severe thunderstorm watches in effect. We have one over here including Mississippi, Alabama, and Tennessee, and one up here including southern New England and the mid-Atlantic of New Jersey, Maryland, West Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and New York, and Delaware. Did I say Delaware? Not sure. And then we have one back over here. This one just got extended down here into Colorado. So this does include Colorado, Nebraska, South Dakota, Montana, and Wyoming up here. And we did just get 2 new severe thunderstorm warnings for this area up here. These have been discrete supercells. This was rotating right here earlier, and this one is starting to rotate maybe a little bit. But we do have currently 9 severe thunderstorm warnings in effect with multiple special weather statements right now. We have 32 special weather statements, mainly for this area right here and this area up here. But later, when these storms start to fire, we will have multiple storm chasers on it, so we will likely have a big area to cover. If we go back to the forecast, our precipitation is looking to be, if we look at day 2, and this is going to be very soon. So this is the main forecast for our precipitation. Mainly going to be some high precipitation down here in the deeper south of Louisiana, and then back over towards the Dallas-Fort Worth area, over at the Oklahoma and Texas border. And then a lot of high rain has been happening in Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia, with some strong amounts of precipitation falling in that area. Wait a second while I do try to find. If we do look at day 2, we do have a area of a lot, and I mean a lot. This is coming to be almost 4 inches of rain in areas, including down here in northern Arkansas, southern Missouri, eastern Oklahoma, and eastern Kansas, southeastern Kansas, over here in this area. And a lot of Kansas has been in this, because there has been a lot of lines of thunderstorms surging this area over here in southern Missouri and Oklahoma. And then a lot up here in Wisconsin and Michigan, with a lot of rain surging up that way too, because there's been a lot surging, one half going this way, the other half coming down south, with the one down south being more convenient. So, and then we do have a lot, which it always rains in Florida, but we do have a lot of precipitation falling in the Everglades of Florida. Now, if we do, my cat is sneezing a lot. Now, if we look at the day 3 forecast, it's still going to be in the Central Plains area, with a lot of precipitation falling in the Kansas City metro, Topeka, over towards the Denver area. Whoa. And then up towards in Nebraska. There's not many major cities up this way, but Kansas City, St. Louis, Springfield, all these areas, Missouri, especially the Springfield. I think that falls right on Springfield. I'm not sure, but there's a lot of precipitation out here. If we go back here, we still do have 2 mesoscale discussions for tornado watches. This one mesoscale discussion expiring in about an hour, with EF1, 90 mile an hour winds possible, with strong hail and up to 70 mile an hour winds. But EF1 tornadoes are possible, and this is an 80% chance of a watch happening. This one is going to be the same, expires about an hour and 45 minutes, but this one is going to be a smaller likeliness of a tornado watch being issued. But EF1's 90 mile an hour winds possible, up to not strong hail, about $half sized hail, and then 70 mile an hour winds is possible. We do have a news for this morning in Wyoming and Nebraska. This has produced some decent sized hail out here, and we have another one starting to form out this way. But we need to watch these storms very closely, as they will start to fire. And we do still have some very strong winds down this way. From what was 70 mile an hour winds over here, starting to show 50s, 60s over here. And if we look at satellite has been showing a lot. This is satellite as it all. Satellite shows a lot when you're looking at a weather radar. It shows where exactly the spots are, where exactly the storms, as you see right here, where exactly the storms blow up. And you can see this as it moves into the daytime. Now over here, it kind of broken up into a bunch of little pieces. But you see as it fired into the Oklahoma metro, I just fired right there. But now let's go back to the radar. And it looked like we had a tornado warning. It was just a bunch of that stuff. Again, here's our precipitation forecast. And if I do go to 5 and 7 day totals, we are going to have a lot of major precipitation, up to 5-7 inches possible. Again, upwards of 10 inches in these areas for our day 1 through 5 possibility, and this is going to be our day 1 through 7, with again major up here in North Dakota and Canada of Saskatchewan and Alberta, and then back down here in Missouri. We're going to see a lot of precipitation in Missouri through June 23rd through June 30th. Today is, I believe, the 22nd. So we are going to have a lot of rain come the past next few days. So that is all I have for you today. Don't forget to have a way to receive alerts through all of these storms through today, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. They will issue this stuff very soon throughout next week. But thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next live stream or video.